A month ago, Pinellas County businessman Leo Gavoni and his accountant were indicted on federal charges for allegedly stealing $100 million from disabled people nationwide. 4 days later, the Justice Department fired one of the lead prosecutors in that case. He and two other former DOJ employees are now suing the Trump administration.
They believe the firings are political retribution for their involvement with January 6th prosecutions. 8 on Your Side investigative reporter Brittany Muller joins us live in studio.
Stacey and Josh, this federal lawsuit against the Trump administration mentions the Leo Gavoni case. Former federal prosecutor Mike Gordon says he was handpicked to join the Gavoni case 5 weeks before Attorney General Pam Bondi fired him without any warning or cause. Victims like Sean Burke, who lost everything, fear if this means justice will be delayed.
Hi, Sean.
7 years after an incident at a hospital left him a quadriplegic, Sean Burke put his settlement money in a trust at the Directed Benefits Foundation, a Pinellas County nonprofit, at the advice of his attorneys.
How much money went missing?
$700,000.
It has deeply affected my son's care.
Where's the money? Sean and his family had thought the foundation and its founder, Leo Gavoni, would keep his money safe.
The money's gone.
Gavoni and his accountant, John Witek, were indicted on June 23rd for allegedly stealing $100 million from disabled people and using those funds to live a life of luxury. 4 days later, former Assistant U.S. Attorney Mike Gordon successfully argued for Gavoni's detention.
I was handpicked for that role based on my history of performance and my skills.
The time that I talked to Michael Gordon, he was very helpful, and I felt like he was listening to the concerns that I had.
The next day, Gordon was fired by Attorney General Pam Bondi.
That same week that I was fired, I had just indicted the biggest, most important case in our district.
His firing is now gaining national attention. Gordon sharing his disbelief on MSNBC's Morning Joe.
Prosecution of Leo Gavoni should represent everything the Department of Justice stands for. The ability to do big cases, important cases that could touch people's lives, and that even the most vulnerable people in our society will be protected by their government.
Bondi's dismissal letter cited Article 2 of the Constitution, empowering the president, but gave no cause. Gordon was one of 3 January 6 prosecutors fired on June 27th.
What does your termination say about the integrity of justice and the ability of the Middle District of Florida to get justice for the victims of Leo Gavoni?
It says that this administration is prioritizing revenge over the rule of law, that's prioritizing politics over justice. I wasn't fired for doing anything wrong. I lost my job because I did what was right.
Now he and 2 other fired DOJ employees are suing President Trump, AG Bondi, and the DOJ. We've reached out to the White House and the Department of Justice, but they have declined to comment on the lawsuit and the firing.
I feel like someone needs to step in. But as a case, as followed it.
My firing creates questions that shouldn't be there.
Mike Gordon says he was blindsided, and so was U.S. Attorney Greg Kehoe. Kehoe has not commented on Gordon's termination, but his office wrote the case against Leo Gavoni and John Witek will proceed as scheduled. Their trial is expected to begin on September 2nd. I'm Brittany Muller, 8 on Your Side.